Hello, I'm Jedediah Barry, and I'm here today to tell you about Holly Black's card game based on her series, The Folk of the Air. The rules are pretty easy to absorb, so let's dig right in. Enemies and Lovers, The Crown of Elfhame is a lightweight, fast-paced card game of strategy, deception, betrayal, and luck for 2 to 4 players, based on the best-selling Folk of the Air series by Holly Black. No special knowledge is required, only a troubling lack of morals and unquenchable thirst for power. You win a game of Enemies and Lovers by getting 4 important cards into your court. You can think of your court as an imaginary space in front of you where court cards are played. Now, there are several types of court cards, and they all have featured on them roses on the border so that you can quickly identify them. In order to win, you need at least a prince, a conspirator, a coercion card, and the Crown of Elfhame. Now, there are several copies each of princes, conspirators, and types of coercion. However, there's only one Crown of Elfhame, and so it is an important card which everyone will be vying for. In addition to those 4 cards, there are a few other types of cards that can be played into the court. There's a single changeling card, which can act as either a prince or a conspirator in your court. There is the shield card, which can be played face up on one of your court cards to protect it, meaning that the card cannot be attacked until the shield is itself first attacked and removed from play. And finally, there is a single trap card in the game. The trap card is a lot of fun because if someone tries to attack it, they spring the trap, and you get to take a card from them. In addition to the court cards, there are lots of other cards in the game that let you attack opponents, defend yourself from opponents, and pull off all other kinds of tricks. For example, there's the poison cards, which you can use to assassinate a card from an opponent's hand or court. There's a thief card, which you can use to steal a card from your opponent's hand. There are cards like the forced discard, which make an opponent lose 3 cards from their hand. There are also several trickster cards, which you can use to slither out of attacks. Now, all these cards are attacks, but the trickster can be used to evade them and cancel them out. There is also, however, a single the trickster card in the game, which can be used to cancel a trickster, thus ensuring that your poison or your assassination attempt finds its target. There are lots of other cards in the game that are not attacks, but which give you all sorts of edges while you're playing, including stealing cards out of the discard, spying on your opponent's cards, and so on. So here's an example of a few turns of play. At this point in the game, each of the players has a few court cards in their court, and there are cards both in the draw pile and in the discard pile. Player 1 begins by placing a card into their court. In this case, it is a shield card, which they are using to protect the one card they have in their court at present. Next, they play Val to reveal the crown. Now, if any other player currently possesses the crown, they must show where it is.
Well, crap.
Ending their turn, player 1 draws a card. Player 2 begins their turn by placing a card into their court. Now, the other players know that that is the much sought-after Crown of Elfhame. Next, they play a thief card to steal a card from the hand of player 3. They end their turn by drawing a card. Now, player 3 has the opportunity to play a card in an attempt to steal the crown from player 2's court. Player 2, not wanting this to happen, plays a trickster card to block it, but player 3 plays Trick the Trickster, letting the attack go through.
Come on.
And the card is stolen and placed in their hand. Now we're coming back to player 1, who knows where that crown is, and has Follow the Grand Fool, which allows them to switch hands with another player, and does so with player 3. Player 1 now has the crown, but they won't be able to play it this turn, although they certainly will be trying to do so soon. So that's a brief overview of how to play Enemies and Lovers. Thanks very much for playing, good luck, and we hope you enjoy betraying all of your favorite people.